Hey, MCARBO Brotherhood. Really excited to introduce the KEL-TEC Sub-2000 single point sling mount, new and improved with the QD functionality. So now you can use quick detach single point slings or continue using your hook style single point slings. Either one will work. This is an ambidextrous piece of hardware for left and right handed shooters, still weighing in at less than ½ ounce, machined out of 6061 aircraft grade aluminum, then hard anodized for maximum strength and protection. This is the ultimate added utility factor for your KEL-TEC Sub-2000. Parts and tools needed for this build: KEL-TEC Sub-2000 single point sling mount by MCARBO, 7/64 Allen key, and a Loctite 380 Black Max. Before we go any further, let's check our firearms together and make sure they're clear. Check the chamber, check the bolt face, check the magazine well. This firearm's clear. We start this installation by field stripping our Sub-2000. Go ahead and turn it upright like so, push down on the buffer, and then push on the stock pin. Slides right out. Remove the stock pin, remove the buffer, fold it out. Remove the buttstock. Go ahead and pull back on your charging handle, help assist that recoil spring out, and pull out your charging handle. We can leave the bolt inside because all we're going to do is just slide that single point sling mount over the collar. Go ahead and remove your single point sling mount. Now let's take a little closer inspection of our new and improved QD single point sling mount. You can see all the QD functionality machined on the inside of each of the holes on either side of the mount. Also, each profile, all these edges here are nice radiuses. Just excellent part, nothing sharp, nothing going to snag, new and improved. Let's go ahead and point out a couple things before we install it. You actually want to make sure you have a few threads over here exposed. You want it to be loose. So this is the clamping function here. So we want it to be backed out a little bit. Not all the way, but just enough so we have some room to slide it on the collar. Other thing you want to take into account, take your sling with your QD swivel. Go ahead and look for the no-go and go side. So this is the no-go side here. Won't go all the way on. This is the go side here. So we want the go side facing the rear of the firearm. So slide it on, get it up on the collar towards the very back of it, hold it in place, take a block of wood if you need to, or just use the edge of your workbench. You're just trying to get some offset for this rear sight. So what we want to do, and there's a nice flat spot on the top of this single point sling mount, so that actually is what we're balancing it on right now. You want about 1/8 of an inch of room right here between the single point sling mount and the edge of the collar. That way you've got a little bit of margin of safety there. Don't want it slipping off. Go ahead and tighten it up just snug because we want to inspect it and make sure we got proper alignment. It's nice and straight, no canting, perfect. Actually looks great. Make sure this is nice and flush up here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and just tighten it down. Don't need to go crazy with it, just make sure it's nice and snug. Look at that. Awesome. And just double check and make sure you've got your QD side on the appropriate end. Yep, good to go. That is awesome. Now that we've finished installing our QD single point sling mount, let's go ahead and put the firearm back together. Take your charging handle, insert that into the bolt, slide it forward, insert your recoil spring behind it. That's what holds the charging handle in place. Then go ahead and insert your buttstock to the desired setting. There's 3 different options there. And go ahead and insert your buffer with this little concave portion going inward. And go ahead and take your stock pin. We're going to set that underneath. We're going to use the weight of the firearm and push down on it to get everything in alignment. Awesome. Look at that, guys. Look at all the extra utility and functionality of this new single point sling mount. Whether you're a left-handed shooter, right-handed shooter, doesn't matter. You've got a sling mount option. Whether you like a QD sling, that works. Whether you like a hook sling, that works. The great thing about this pistol caliber carbine, it's all about sleek, lightweight, shoot, move, get out of there quickly. With that, you want a single point sling mount. You don't want a traditional sling setup. You don't want to mount up here for the front of the sling and a mount back here for the back of the sling, and then it's too tight, you can't fold it, then it's around your back, you can't get out of it. The great thing is, this single point sling can stay attached to you. All you gotta do is unhook, and you're rocking and rolling, or if QD, boom, snap and you're gone. And you fold it right up in your bag, boom, you're out of there. So the idea with this firearm is just that utilitarian, that snap and go kind of functionality. We've got something that we can throw under the seat of the truck or throw in a bag, shoot, move, communicate effectively. Thanks, guys. Happy shooting.